Dave, can you comment on your goaltender who saw his first action, in a long time, and maybe how he helped compose and settle things down on the back end of times for you as well with the puck?
No, he was really strong, really dialed in. The only one they got was one that we shot in the net ourselves. So, but he was lots of pucks thrown at the net by them. He was real strong in the cage, and then outside the net he moves the puck as well as anybody. So it was a solid first game for him.
Tony Barr, Oilers TV.
Dave, you talked about wanting to see more out of your group on the defensive side of the puck. How do you feel like they fared with that challenge tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were better. We had our mindset and to play a full game, and I thought we got, the first period was all right, but I thought we got better as the game went on, is what we were looking for. So, pretty solid right throughout the lineup tonight, and ended up getting a win.
You get an unlucky bounce on the game's opening goal, but did tonight feel like a real team victory?
Yeah, it did. You're going through. We had, a couple of bumps and bruises as we go along. Everybody's involved in it, so it felt like a good team win.
Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
Dave, the Kara Archibald Ennis line move I thought was really good for you, just on your forecheck and extending times and then keeping momentum going for the next shifts.
Yeah, they were really solid. Enzo's been a real good teammate here. He's had some games where he hasn't played. I was bugging him today. The assistant coach is working with the taxi squad guys. He was the first round pick, or the first pick overall out of the taxi squad, because how well he was practicing, and he came in tonight and played very well. So credit to him. He jumped out there. He's put the work in, and he got rewarded for it tonight. So real solid by that line. But Enzo came in and really did a nice job for us.
And Dave, do you have an update on Zach Cassidy? And then also, what was the referee's explanation on the Larson penalty?
The explanation on the penalty was turned out it was the wrong call, but we just dealt with it and we killed the penalty and we're fine. And Cass, I haven't talked to the trainers yet, but he didn't. I'll get an update in the morning on Cass.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
So is that unfortunate, Dave, with Cassie, and you wanted him to become more engaged? He hasn't played and he gets hurt.
You wanted him to get more, Jim. You wanted him to get more penalty minutes.
I did.
Yeah. Well, that's where we are. He got more penalty minutes.
But is that the way it happens? You get engaged and the stuff happens in the fight, you get hurt.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate he gets hurt, but that's he was engaged in the game.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
One of the things, like obviously Mike Smith comes in and stops all the pucks, or most of them, all the pucks Ottawa shot. One of the other things, he handles the puck well, we get that. But are there some intangibles, Dave? Is there some things that he gives you that other goalies don't give you?
Well, he's a veteran guy. He's a strong personality in the room. He's a leader in that room. He's got a confidence about him, and that shows when he goes in the net.
And a night like tonight was sort of we watched a lot of games at Draisaitl and McDavid. I'm not saying they completely win the game for you, but they're dominant. They were good tonight, but this was more of a team win. And you got a big goal from a fourth-line guy. And are these wins healthy for your team when everybody's
very, very healthy? Because you're, right. We played solid in front of our goaltender. You're into situations, whether a penalty killing or face-offs, or you're looking at JJ's line was real solid for us the last 10 minutes of the game. Turris won some big face-offs for us on the right side there. So everybody feels like they're a part of it. Rather than chasing the game, you're in the game, and it turns into a better team performance all the way through.
Jack Michaels, 6:30 Ched.
Dave, last week you promised the games this week would be much harder. When your team, and I think you could accurately say this, outworks the quote-unquote lunch pail team, is that gratifying as a head coach that your message has been received?
Well, he's a veteran guy. He's a strong personality in the room. He's got a confidence about him, and that shows when he goes in the net. And Well, that's how we want to play all the time. We want to be a hard-working team, and we've done it in spurts. And then it feels like when we're chasing the game, and any team is like it. You get chasing the game, you get out of sync a little bit, and you're taking risks to get back in the game. But tonight was solid all the way through. We stayed with it shift to shift, and that's what we're looking for from our group. Now, that being said, we weren't behind today, and we were behind early, the first one, but we weren't chasing the game. We didn't feel like we were chasing the game. So that's the work ethic is there. The details and how we want to play was there, and we found a way to win. So it's a good team win.
Just a quick follow-up on Cahoon. I think we knew skill coming in. Have you been at all surprised by his relentlessness and tenaciousness on the forecheck? Because I had not heard as much about that element of his game.
No, he's a tenacious player. The second effort he put in on Draisaitl's goal it's a great credit that, like you say, people don't know about him. But his second effort, his puck battle, his positioning is all really sound. Like, he competes hard. And, I thought that line was good tonight, but Yamamoto and Cahoon, both, they put a lot of work in there for Draisaitl, and the line ended up being a real positive line for us tonight.